I kind of like the idea of a God with love and compassion.
It's a very unpopular thing what I said.
Yeah. But the thing is, Krishna, is he regarded as a God? Is Krishna regarded as a God?
Is it got it?
As a God?
Yes.
So why does he want to help people get out of procreating and living this life at a certain level? Because that sounds like for him to care about people flowering, that has to have some compassion and maybe love in that. So I'm just sort of confused. Why does any God or Krishna want to help humans if they haven't got love or compassion, or that's not important?
The question is coming from a certain misunderstanding, because first of all, you assume God is compassionate because somebody has said so. You know what was the last words of Christ? You don't know? "Oh Father, why have you forsaken me?" Because you need to understand this. Krishna says this very clearly, expresses this. He says, "Now that I have come with a human body, I am subject to all the limitations of being human. Though I am capable in a different way, when I wish to, I can move into another sphere, but I am born out of a mother's womb. I will die and I will go through everything else that every other human being goes through. That is the dharma. That dharma is not made by you or me, that is a natural dharma, this is the law of nature. Once you are born as a human being, certain things will happen to you. If you were born as a tiger, certain things will anyway happen to you. Certain things you may choose, but a few things will anyway happen to you. Now you're born as a human being, your heart has to beat. You can do lot of yoga and slow it down. If you slow it down a little bit, you wouldn't pitch so much for passion and compassion and love and all these things, because your heart is beating more than 72 times per minute. It makes you think this is the reality. If your heart was beating 35 times a minute, then you would see clearly, oh my God, was that me? Probably it will happen to most people only when they get old, when the heart is stopping. Not by yoga, but because earth is claiming them back. Many things that you did when you were 14, 15 years of age, don't you look back and say, oh my God, is this me? Was I so dumb that I had to do these things? Yes or no? If you don't think so, that means you have not grown at all, you're still only 14. Yes or no? So, there is a certain process. Once you take this body, there is a certain natural law about this process. It leaves you one end open. This is the thing about being a human. For every other creature, nature has fixed both the ends. For this one creature, only one end is fixed, the other end is open. You can do whatever you want with that. So Krishna clearly says, even for me, one end is fixed, the other end is open. And I want to see it is open for everybody else. Is this my compassion? No, this is my nature. Right now, this flower, you know, have you ever seen this flower, Darren? This is called, in different places it's called by different names. In Tamil Nadu they call it Chanbagam. Where I come from, they call it Sampige. You don't have to come this close. If you hold it like this, it's intoxicating, its fragrance. So is this flower giving out this fragrance out of its compassion for me? No, that's its nature. That's what it will do. Not because it loves me, it is fragrant to me. Or if it doesn't love you, it will give you stink. It'll do the skunk act with you and fragrance act with me because I'm enlightened. No such thing. Whoever picks it up, it's fragrant. If you have a sensitive enough nose, fragrance is all it'll give you. Not because it loves you, not because it's compassionate about you, that's its nature. So, this is the nature of an enlightened being, that he wants everybody infected. If you had flu, what would be your nature? To give it to everybody, isn't it? Whether you like it or you don't like it, whether you have such an intent or you don't have such an intent. If you breathe, you give it to everybody, isn't it? Yes or no? You sit in this hall and breathe, you give it to everyone. That's all I am also doing, that's all he also tried to do. No compassion. I don't want you to be a compassion case.